My goodness. A fight is starting to brew up in the junior middleweight division. What will be, if it is signed, if it does end up happening, the co-main event, September 12th, Mexico versus the world, Canelo Alvarez return card.
Big fight. It will be name of Mexico against the world.
Sebastian Fundora was talking to Ring Magazine yesterday, giving a statement out there, bringing up the name Vergil Ortiz in the same line with Ring Magazine champion. It says, it would be great to fight on the Canelo card. I'll be ready to fight again in September after the Thurman fight. By the way, the disrespect that's going towards Keith one-time Thurman is absolutely ridiculous. And I'll tell you that, I see everybody making content on the breaking news that's going down that we're about to get into right now. But what about how Keith one-time Thurman is feeling? I know every goddamn content creator, every boxing fan out there thinks Sebastian Fundora is gonna smash on Keith one-time Thurman. But what if he doesn't? Then everything that we're talking about right now will not happen for a fact. Let's continue reading. He says, there are all kinds of big opportunities for me to be in big fights. It can be against whoever. Since there are all kinds of names, I'm going to fight these guys. I'm chopping down whoever steps up. I'm building a legacy. I'll fight Vergil. I'm eventually going to get my hands on the ring title, just like my sister Gabriela. Now, Sebastian Fundora, who was the WBO, WBC junior middleweight champion, relinquished the WBO belt, was mandated to go up against Xander Zayas, instead decided to pursue the rematch with Tim Tszyu. Xander Zayas ends up going in there against George Garcia, wins the title. Sebastian Fundora will be going up against Keith one-time Thurman next Saturday. Says he's going to get through that fight and is willing to fight against Vergil Ortiz for the Ring Magazine title and defense of his WBC strap. Right now, Vergil Ortiz is currently ranked #1 in the 154-pound rankings. Sebastian Fundora is ranked #2. So, it'll be for the Ring Magazine title for a fact. That's just how they're going to do it, even if we feel like Xander Zayas, who's a unified junior middleweight champion, versus Jerome Boots Ennis. You know, I know there's some people saying that should be for the Ring Magazine title, but at the end of the day, rankings are rankings. We got to follow the rules. Vergil Ortiz, ranked #1. Sebastian Fundora, ranked #2. It only makes sense. The winner is the Ring Magazine champion, even though there's a unified champion out there in the world. Now, we know Brandon Figueroa, for a fact, is going to be on this card as well. Mexico versus the world. He just beat Nick Ball to become the WBA featherweight champion of the world. Turki Al-Sheikh drops this on us, basically inviting him to take part and be part of that card. Now, Vergil Ortiz just responded about an hour ago on Twitter and says he's down. He says he's down. So yesterday you got Sebastian Fundora coming out making a statement saying he wants to fight Vergil Ortiz for the Ring Magazine title, which for a fact will be the co-main event of Canelo Alvarez card. And Vergil Ortiz says he's down. First of all, what that means is do not expect a Jerome Boots Ennis fight in 2026. I mean, we were already expecting that, but there was still a chance after the arbitration and everything goes down with Oscar De La Hoya. There was still a chance maybe at the end of the year, maybe we'd be able to see Jerome Boots Ennis. Well, for a fact now, Vergil Ortiz isn't even going that way anymore. #2, it's called Mexico versus the world. Vergil Ortiz is Mexican-American. Sebastian Fundora is Mexican-Cuban. I mean, none of these guys are actually from Mexico. At the end of the day, it is what it is. But I feel like, okay, you're going to have a Mexican go up against a Mexican in Mexico versus the world. Somebody's going to end up losing. And it ain't going to be good. Vergil Ortiz, in my opinion, has the goods to be able to beat Sebastian Fundora. So Fundora making this statement is, you know, I would say very bold of him. You know, a lot of people say, you know, he didn't want to fight against Xander Zayas, even though he wanted to take, you know, the bigger money fight, Tim Tszyu, the rematch, everything that was going into that. Just a lot bigger of a fight instead of defending his WBO title against Xander Zayas and continuing to be a unified junior middleweight champion. If he does give Vergil Ortiz a shot September 12th, props, man, because it'd just be absolutely impressive. You know, you're giving one of the most strongest fighters in the junior middleweight division without a title. He's ranked #1 by Ring Magazine. You give this guy a shot. Would be absolutely fantastic. Props to Sebastian Fundora, even though he is, what is he, 6'9", 6'7", 6'6", the tallest goddamn champion in the sport of boxing. Really shouldn't be in the division, is a freak of nature, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. He's a skinny guy, skinny but tall. I like this. I'll be honest with you, but I still wanted to see the Jerome Boots Ennis fight. I mean, what happened with that? You know, Jerome Boots Ennis, he better be getting a fight against Xander Zayas or Josh Kelly coming up or somebody like that, or Charlo, somebody. And then when he does end up fighting, we were thinking possibly September to December, there could have been an opportunity for that fight still to take place. But it doesn't look like it anymore, people. It does not look like it anymore. It seems like Vergil Ortiz likes the thought of taking on Sebastian Fundora, and Sebastian Fundora is the one who's calling him out, the one who's bringing up his name. So this is absolutely breaking news. Let me know what you guys think. Vergil Ortiz responded, this might actually go down. Who knows, man, where things could end up going. We still got a couple months to September 12th, but still, man, let me know what you guys think. This is the MMA Boxing Addict channel reporting to you, and I'm out.